44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and their head with that shit.
Friday, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I'll pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I did it, he nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, up to solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin on kindness. I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the field like Jeepers Creepers, say they want some smoke, dog. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. If you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, find in. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. You PK top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line into a damn tank. I got chopper stash in the attic like they Air Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See, I'm throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Flying in, I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the gut, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show the skills, how I show the skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real.
I got you. Let it ride real quick. Look.
The city eyes, it's time to vote God. My God, a real nigga, cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shot in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, when tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation falls till you fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche, way above average. Fierce taste sweet, told him make me an apple tree. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Java, come on, man, dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evanston with Mark Quad, telling me how the crackers turn this child into a ghost town. Poker stop, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Let my light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, no tangent. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantulas. Them mother niggas rap, I make anthems. I really see profits under this banner. Made my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty Diana. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo, spirit ancient, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Wardo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Pay me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. round with Yaradon. Just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember, I dropped Quiet Storm. I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah. Zone, that's the way it is. I'm about to certify. Whole team full of riders. Every dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga, come on. Don't care where it is. They with the clout, we with the zone. That's the way it is. I'm repped out, tell them watch your mouth. You know we gon' bend your block. I'ma walk in time bomb. I go viral. You niggas like TikTok, yeah. This ain't what you want. Tell them throw in the towel. We make niggas hit the clock in with our toe fire, rain brimstone. They gon' think that you live with lies. We ain't got no picks. We want it all. We gon' make you pick a spot. We knocking on the door, so let us in. Or you know we gon' pick the locks. We in the field for real every day. While y'all just say watch, we making enemies our foot stores. Don't know nothing about the op. It take one try when I rock out. I'm like David when I sling shots. I'm putting attachments on everything. Y'all want me to connect the dot. This drum got 50 unreleased hits. You don't want to be the next to drop. I put them in a box and make that shit double wood. You don't want to be the next to flop. Yeah. Niggas feeling themselves. Get a shovel, tell them to dig the pot. Can't fit you and your man's in it, just tell him get a bigger box. Cause I'll put you in one and knock you out one. Call him my nigga knock. I'll put your song on, cut it on mute, and then tell you that shit was hot. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beef with fear. Take it over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They with the cloud, we with the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to certify. Whole team full of riders. Every dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. Don't care where it is. They with the cloud, we with the zone. That's the way it is. Big soldier, nigga. I come in the name of the boss. So my niggas that is wartime. Already wait the coast. That point shoot bitch. Red Dead Redemption. Got them niggas scared to whisper. You with us or against us. Can't stop to the zone lock. I don't think you get the picture. It come from my head, I'm giving them lead. The preacher give him a scripture. Flow cold style vicious. Niggas sweeter than the missus. Got soldiers posted. I put them on your roof. Merry Christmas. Bring hither and slay him. Got the Glock, got the book of loot. Keep the stick like Dumbledore. Play dumb, I'ma let it loose. Call my gun Harmony. Call my main bitch Betty Boop. He the truth, I'ma need the proof. Got stripes like Beetlejuice. Hit his ass like a Louisville. Hit him low, then I hit him high. Bring him home to the umpire. Get him bars like Wi-Fi. Turn the booth to a bonfire. Little bitch, I'm a live wire. I ride like a car tire. It's on mine when I ride by. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beef with fear. Take it over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to certify. Whole team full of riders. Every dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. Don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I heard they coming for blood, I'ma be coming for more. Give me the floor, they better come with a mop. I'ma be making it pour. Nigga, I'm raw, fly with the hammer like Thor. Found my ops in the morgue, tell I'm on four. I'ma be bombing these lanes, understand how and war. I've been the lead, time to get back in the street. Time to get back on my feet, had time to read. Check out, we came from the east. Wait till my dogs are released. Heard they was sleep, so we gon' wake them up. Put them up in the sky, the Lord gon' take them up. I take on anybody, think he brave enough. I've been the same and I ain't never changing up. I'm in my zone, hit on my cellular phone. Tell me whatever he on. I take that scouter, he on them perks and that powder. Homie ain't really that strong, I'm like the dawn. Better yet, Benny King, I keep a lion head on my pinky ring. I keep a shield, boy, you see everything. G43, symphony, let it sing.
You ain't too, you crazy.
Taekwondo.
Nah, the style.
Check.
You would say right there, Taekwondo.
Yeah, that's the
You hear him? Go on. Y'all hear me?
talking about the particular style. It's called.
Hey, Shalom. You hear me out?
Hey, Shalom. Y'all about Shimmy out Shabrak Thumb.
Hey, Charlotte, I hear y'all, but can y'all turn your mic down just a tad bit?
Come on.
Hey, Kawal, you hearing us in Durham?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Your volume went down a little bit. Turn up a little bit, Bucky, y'all. Can you hear me?
I hear you just fine. Am I too low?
No, you all right now. You good.
Count.
Check. Y'all good? Everybody ready?
Count.
All right, y'all clap it up. Hey, Shalom Israel. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Brakatha. Yahweh Shemar Athabah Shem Yahshua to all the brothers and sisters out there in Israel. Of course, today is Monday night, the history class. You understand? / scripture breakdown. You know, man, shout out to everybody tuning in. If you tuning in, like, share, subscribe. You know what I mean? Don't be a player hater. It don't cost nothing to hit the like button.
That's
you
right.
know, helps people across the nation. We're waiting on Officer Zion to get here and or Captain I thought to tap on in. You understand? Big shout out to Commander Johanna. Everybody getting ready for the Dirty South Cookout, man, in Nashville coming up. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't know, ask somebody, go on Facebook, go to Isupk Nashville, man. Like the page, you know what I'm saying? Reserve your hotel. Let's get it on, man. Right. Anybody got anything want to bring out? Any questions, anything?
Officer Sadak has a question.
Go ahead. What's up, Sadak? Congratulations, too. Uncle Elroy, number 2.
Salakia, that's number 1 of 9.
Oh, you know what? Y'all know. Go ahead, brother. What's going?
So my question, though, if I could, I would like to know. We know that homosexuality is a sin, and we don't condone homosexuality. But there are parents, that tell their children, "Oh, I love you, no matter what you are, who you are, how you are, whatever the case may be."
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know, like, what, like, I'm sure that there's something against that being, you call yourself not being gay, but you'll allow your children to be gay.
Right. What's the scripture? Do not allow your children to pass through the fire. Somebody pull that up. Number 1. Number 2, you understand? It's BS. If you think parents, you know what I'm saying? If you think parents really want their kids to be gay, just ask a person who don't have kids yet, right? I do this often, even at camp sometimes. You may have heard it. You just ask a brother or sister, "Hey, man, you got kids? No. Would you want your child to be gay? Just coming straight out, just coming up. Would you want to be gay?" They'd be like, nah. Why
Right.
you think they say that? Because they know it's wrong. It's not until after the child's 3, 4, or 5 it starts developing these zesty tendencies with Uncle Charlie that molested them, or Hallelujah Night that molested them already. The demon had already set in. Now they want to go ahead and accept them being gay because they know they failed as a parent. See, no one's born gay, and most parents don't want their children to be that way. All you gotta do is ask. It's simple.
Like,
go ahead.
It's almost like saying, "Do you want your line to stop?"
Right.
Damn right.
Right. You understand what I'm saying? Give me Proverbs 22:6. And it's crazy. It's a lot of Christian black women who do that. No one defends homosexuality harder than a Christian black woman. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. Christian black women will defend homosexuality to the choir director shrivels up and dies of AIDS. They'll watch him knowing he's gay and cheer and clap for him. Even since they're young, no one tries to correct that zestiness. That's why the black man is so important. You get to see in a young male child especially. He's walking funny, or he's doing that thing with his little hip, or he's standing like his mom. You say, "Hey, come here, fix that."
So
go ahead.
It's like, sir, I hate to interrupt again so quick, but what you're saying is so heavy about these black women and these LGBT males,
right?
Because they only source of refuge. They the only solace. Like, they ostracized by everybody. Nobody, like, straight black men ain't gonna hang with them. Ain't gonna talk to them. They ain't gonna have no place to go but the black female. And so if they stop giving them a place of comfort, then maybe they'll realize they need to straighten up.
Hey, you said something so heavy, Boz. That place of comfort is a Christian church. That place of comfort where you can be anything you want to be, except for an Israelite in the ISUPK. You can be gay. You could be anything you want except for the real Jew. But in that Christian church, you can be gay all you want, and they'll support you. They'll love you. Just come as you are, baby. That's what Big Mama and them gonna tell you. But the black men, I seen black men get ostracized for trying to tell a young boy to stop being so zesty. You understand? Right. I've seen it. We had, sidebar in my family. We had a cousin who was older than us that was gay, and my mom's brother used to pick on him. And I remember at the family reunion one time, she'll talk to her brother like, "Y'all leave Dexter alone. Leave him alone. Y'all been doing that since he was a kid, picking on him like that." And I'm laughing at my uncles. I think it's funny. My mom was defending. I'm like, "Nah, they need to pick on him. Let him know what he's doing is a shameful thing." Why you think Tevin Campbell came out of the closet 50 years later? Because being gay is a shame.
Right.
That's right. Can't We Talk is a hit. But brother, when he was singing Happy Birthday to Ashley on Fresh Prince, I knew the nigga was gay. Go ahead.
Good night.
I knew he was gay. I'd have tried to grab Ashley or something. I was a little fast, mannish little bastard. And he's singing Happy Birthday to Ashley with that Steve Harvey suit on. I knew he was gay then. My brother like, man, he should have been trying to kiss Ashley, man. He a sucker. And now here it is, years later, he come out the closet. Why does it take so long to come out the closet? Because being in that closet, that solace, it's sick in there. It's lonely. It's wrong.
That's right.
It's wrong to be gay. Go ahead, brother. Who is that talking?
I got you at the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 6.
Go ahead, brother.
Train up a child.
No. Allow him to be like Dwayne Wade and call Isaiah Wade and let him be gay.
Train up a child in the way he shall go.
Right. Notice the Bible says he. That goes for female children too. But he's masculine. We're the heads, the man of the heads. We're the leaders of this nation. How the hell you have a strong nation with zesty men, effeminate men? You can't even enter the kingdom of heaven being effeminate. Forget being gay. The scripture says effeminate men won't make it.
Right.
You can't be Tyler Perry, Will Packer, or your pastor. You out of here, dude.
It's a lie, dude.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say you can't be Little Richard and make it in there.
Yeah, you can't be Little Richard and make it in there. You can't be metrosexual. The Most High Power don't know what the hell that is. You in the middle. You lukewarm. He gonna spew you out. You understand? We ain't having that. Read on.
Train up a child in the way he should go.
Train up a child. You know how black men train a pit bull and he not even going to the Yukonuba contest. They train a pit bull up better than they train their damn kids sometimes. I done seen, we spend so much time with frivolous. We train on Madden. We get the playbooks. We don't want nobody beating us. We train up to be the best cracker and jokes in school. You want to be the flyest and freshest, but your children, the Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go. You got to put time and energy into correcting that zestiness, man. Right. You got to watch that child and make sure his walk is right.
Right.
So, Lock,
go ahead.
That's what you're bringing out so heavy out of one. That's almost like we train so hard on the basketball and the football field. So if you train up a child to play football all his life, he's not going to be that successful in basketball.
Right.
So what I'm trying to say is, if you train up a child all his life on how to be a male or a female on how to be a female, they're not going to be successful in trying to be something that they was not trained up to be or do.
That's right. That's right.
Good. Now get it, brother hand, man. That's heavy, man. That's why the Bible uses these words for us to read, man. Eat the scroll. Open this book of life and read it. It says train up a child. You understand? It don't say nothing about singing him and like Big Mama, like go in your room at night, put oil in your head, put a big cross, a big Vaseline wet cross on your forehead at night, and sing some Oscar prayer over your bed, and you still gay. That crap don't work. It says train up a child. Read on.
Kind of the one kind. And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
When he's old, he ain't gonna depart from it. He's gonna remember if he even thinks about doing something closer remote to being LGBTQ. He gonna remember his daddy's voice telling him to straighten the hell up.
Right.
He's gonna remember that masculine, that deep masculine voice. Hey, boy, what the hell you doing? Fix that walk. I don't want to see you do that again with your hand. You act like your mama. What happened to saying that to kids?
Right.
Like, hey, let's get back to that, man.
That's
you understand? Them tough old uncles back in the day, watching your nephews, making them rough and tough. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says our children wore like apparel. They played in the streets. We was outside backflipping off mattresses, man.
That's right.
Now our children are watching everything gay on an iPad and Coco Melon and Teletubbies, whatever the hell they watching now. Everything's against our children to force them into a lifestyle that's against God, especially black children. You understand? So we not only up against the Christian church, we're up against these principalities, these spirits in high places, man. That's why we say these prayer to tear these strongholds down. Right. If you don't put that full armor of God on, you liable for your kids to be suspect. Go ahead.
No, it's like if I could say, I'm saying what you bringing out is so heavy, man. And when I think about today's baby, like these 2000 babies, like kids don't even know what it's like to go outside no more and just play and be rough. Like,
right.
I mean, we go outside, we got no pads, no helmet, nothing. We out there playing pick 'em up, bust 'em. Aggressive games, you know what I'm saying? Just being masculine and embracing what's naturally in us. It's like now kids, you know what I'm saying? My man don't even understand what it's like to be aggressive and do, rough and tough things, man. Like it's crazy how you know what I'm saying, how far we've changed, man.
Right. You said pick 'em up, bust it. I was born in 83. We called it smear the queer. That's how much we hated homosexuals. We called it smear the queer. You threw the ball up, you caught the ball, you was a queer, we had to just tackle you.
God.
That's what we call it in Fayetteville, North Carolina. It wasn't called, I heard pick man down, pick him up, bust him, all kind of stuff. We called it smear the queer in my hood. You know, in 89, 90, 91, if say all that in Fayetteville. Go ahead. Somebody has something to say? Read that scripture from the top again, Sadat. Maybe our mic went out. Check. 1 2 1 2.
No, that's on our end. Salakia, sir.
Oh, my fault.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
That's right, man. When he's old, he's not going to depart from it, man. You understand? He's not going to depart from those ways of his father. You know, that's why the Bible says, teach your generations, man. They won't forget these laws. Right. What's more important than the national anthem with Star Spangled Banner is the law, statutes, and commandments. That's why. And back to the original question, nobody in their right mind wants their child to be gay. They don't, brother. I'm telling you, it's not true. The women that do that, they are pandering, number one. Number two, what they're doing is they're trying to make up for a failure as a parent or not being the best parent they could be. So they want to blame the child or blame the circumstances, saying, well, it is what it is now. I'll just accept my child. I don't know about you, but my household, my children know they're disowned. Like one of them old Japanese movies where you come home and you do something against their culture, their book, they banish you from the family. Right. I don't play at my house. You gay, you hate my child. I don't give a damn who asked me at Home Depot. Where your son at? What son? What son you talking about? I thought you had a. Nah, I ain't got no son. Wrong. Yeah, I don't got no son. Right. Where your daughter at? Nah, they're not. That's not who I raised. That's not who I trained up as a child. That's right. You understand? We got to get back to that, man. We got to be more hardcore and loving, caring, strictness with our children. You know what I mean? More on that.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
So that would mean that you know, I don't want to say it like what I'm thinking. But what
disown your children?
Salakia, say again.
You talking about disowning your children?
No. I'm down with disowning the kids. Get your ass up out of here with that one.
Yeah,
I'm good with that. But my is as far as the parent is concerned, like, is there some type of like I don't want to sound Christian and say, is there some type of sin that falls on them for
parents?
Yeah,
it depends. It depends, man. And I'm gonna tell you, you know, even the things that the Bible says, you know, as far as grace, you know, we did things before that we didn't know was wrong. Like a lot of us got woke up for Christmas, woke up for church on Sunday. We didn't know it was wrong. We just did it as kids. Right. Your parents should have known it was wrong, though. Well, let's say they didn't know it was wrong. Just go through generations, right? Now the since 1969, the Isupk is here to correct all this crap. Right. So do the parents have a hand in your child being gay? Yeah, somewhat. It just depends on the situation. If you know you did all you could have raised that child up to be, you know, to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, and to not sin against God, and teach them from the cradle, and they choose to do otherwise, hey, just disown them. You did what you could.
Salaki.
Go ahead.
If I may, I got a scripture to pin on top of what y'all already bringing out.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Shabbat
Khan. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12 and verse 6. For the Most High hateth sinners.
Right.
And will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment.
Keep them to what now?
It say for the Most High hateth sinners. That's what the Christians be like, you know, only God can judge me, and God don't hate, the sin or the sinner, like he know my heart. This scripture don't say that. This say, for the Most High hateth sinners.
Right.
Man, we know it's a sin because we read it in the book of Leviticus.
That's right.
Most
Yeah,
High.
man. You're gonna, the sins of the father passed down. You know what I'm saying? I would hate to say that being gay is one of them, but we know that transfer spirit like a demon. You understand? Like always thought of it like this. If a person is gay, 9 out of 10 they were molested somehow, or somebody took indecent liberties with them. It's a demon. It's a spirit that's on them,
Right.
and that demon gets transferred. You understand? Until somebody breaks that, then it's going to keep going. It just hops off of one and goes to another. Even with the women, with the lesbians, I know in the Christian church's mind, they don't talk about that as much as the men, but that's still a wicked, disgusting demon. It's homosexual, and that has to be broken. And you know what I'm saying? Those sinful demons and strongholds have to be broken. If not, they're going to just keep jumping from child to child, to uncle to whoever, and before you know it, AIDS and HIV and AIDS is running rampant through your family. All the young boys is, got that funny gay uncle that coming in there looking like Santana. You know what I mean? We got to stop that garbage, man.
He said look like Santa.
This Bible is real. This Bible teaches us how to raise our children and how to have a functioning, well society, man, where there's nobody gay. And if you are, you can be made an example out of. You got to put the death in the Bible for that. Right. See, the Most High play some things you might get disbanded, but you got to put the death for being gay. You understand? Yep. He don't play that. We definitely don't play that here in the school. You know what I mean? I can't talk about the rest of the purple bastards, but we don't play that up in here.
Right.
Utterance. I haven't heard an utterance of that since I've been in the school. Most High in Christ. Oh, you got anything else? Anything online? Anything? Anybody want to bring out anything?
Salak, if I may.
Go ahead, brother.
There's another scripture. I think it's in the Deuteronomy 7 and 10, if I'm not mistaken, where it talks about the Most High power repaying you to your face.
Right.
When you're disobedient or when you violate them. And I can't help but to think about Magic Johnson, for instance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever his indiscretions were with his son EJ. You know what I'm saying? How effeminate EJ is as far as him being homosexual.
Right.
Or Herschel Walker. You know what I'm saying? He got a son that is flaming.
Right, he does.
I think his name is Christian Walker or something like that.
Yeah. I met Herschel Walker too at on the army post. He's a coon, boy. He bleeds red, white, and blue. You should see how he was talking to them soldiers up in there. He shed a tear. It was so disgusting. Go ahead.
No, but as far as the sins of the father, you know what I'm saying, being visited upon the children, you know what I'm saying, is that, can you correlate that to that?
The sins of the father? Yeah, that's the demons. You know what I'm saying? The Most High didn't create being gay. He created AIDS, though, the punishment of it. You understand? The Most High God ain't the master of creating you being gay. He don't want you to sin. But you go against the Bible, you're going to inherit that sickness. So those demons know how to play that mess. That's why they get on. Every stripper you meet has been sexually assaulted and molested somehow. That's why she's in the strip club. Every gay choir director, behind his story, there's somebody molesting him. But because they know that, some of them don't want to say it. They would be quiet about it because they want to go with this narrative that I'm born that way. That I'm born that way is so disgusting because it's not. You don't want to expose the person who made you this way. And that's what it usually is. The sins of the father being passed down, alcoholism. You could probably throw being gay up in that, but that's more of a, so that transfer spirit of a demon. You know what I mean? Like those alcoholic practices like crack. We all, we have crackhead aunties and, heroin addict uncles. You know what I mean? Like you might yourself, as you come up in this life before the truth, you may have experimented with the drugs, or even as some brothers know their limits. Like, I can't touch that. I got an addictive personality. I know if I get a hold of that, I ain't gonna never stop. Yeah, that comes from being hereditary. They tell you the scientists tell you some of that stuff is hereditary.
If I could
go ahead.
It's like what I'm saying. I want to add to that point you made, which was real heavy as far as like with how people. I know it's like with people they'll justify whatever wickedness that they dwell in that makes them feel comfortable. And they be like, oh, somebody was born that way, but nobody on this earth would admit to someone being born a pedophile.
Right.
Someone being born a child molester. You know what I'm saying? Because in their mind, oh, that's too far. It's like, nah, if that's gonna be the standard, you can be born with this damn illness, then let all of it be normal then.
Right. That's right. That's a good point, man. And what are you saying about the Most High power saying I'm born that way? Like you just a slap in his face. It's ridiculous, man. This
Hey,
whole
Salaki.
Bible, this whole Bible's against being gay. Go ahead, brother.
Salaki,
If women or men really believe,
I can hear somebody say something.
Salaki,
Go ahead.
if women and men, if women really believe that their children was born that way, why they didn't name a boy's name? Why didn't they name a little girl a boy's name if they feel like the child was born that way?
Hey man,
Why
get
you
that brother.
just didn't name him Timmy?
Get that brother. And that's what I'm saying, Shabaya. That's what I'm trying to tap into. That logic right there. Nobody wants their child to be gay. That's a lie. So if you thought your child was gay, you know they tell you at 4 months, right? I think at 4 months now, because of ultrasound, they can tell what sex you're having, whether it's a boy or a girl. And you know that you had a whole gender reveal and all that, and you still named him Charles.
Right.
Why didn't you just name him Christina? Because you know you didn't want that child to be gay. Go ahead.
That's right. Oh, so like I was just say, I think Cap is ready to go.
Okay, go out, brother. And with that, my passing class, Captain 13,009 thought.
Shalom, Yahaba Shem Yashai Brakatham, Yahab Shemal Taba Shem Yashai to the sisters. All right, brethren, what's going on? Where we at? Any questions?
Like it, sir.
Come on.
We were talking about spirits and you know that LGBT spirit going throughout the families.
Mhm.
But when they asked about whether we wanted to bring something up, of course I wanted to bring up the death of that wretched witch, that Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth. So
Right.
that's a glorious thing, and to see the way the media treating it, it's like they're trying to block out all of the way the black people feeling about it. Because most black people dancing on her grave spiritually, but they trying to act like she was just this great person and just had all love for humanity when she was just a piece of filthy garbage.
Right. Yes. To us, she was. To the Most High, she is. You understand? But to the earth, give me where it say where it says if you're righteous is an authority. In Proverbs. Right. Tabon, you be my eyes on YouTube to see if there's any questions on there, right?
Come on, so we got questions already.
Okay. All right, so let's touch on this.
So like it, sir, I got Proverbs 29:2.
Come on.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Right? The Bible says when the righteous is in authority, the people what?
Rejoice.
Rejoice. Is there any rejoicing on the earth today? No, there's no rejoicing on the earth today. There's wars going on. We start off with a rumor of wars. Now we are in a what? In a war. Full out going on right now on the earth. You understand? And more and rumors of more wars to break out. You understand? China. One.
That's heavy what you're bringing out. Like a lot of people think the war that's going on with Russia and Ukraine, they think it's Russia and Ukraine. This war is Russia versus America. It's almost like a Cold War.
It is a Cold War. You understand? Right. It is a Cold War. America is, they've been, what I call them, warmongers from since the inception. You understand? That's all they know about. That's why there's no country more prepared to go to war than America. You know what it is to have you shipping missiles to another country all the way across to the other side of the earth. Missiles, you're shipping with machinery. You're doing all these things. You're able to do all of that across the earth. You built for war. You understand? Finish reading that
I don't want sir. I don't want sir. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
When the wicked beareth rule, you understand? Queen Elizabeth will be a what? someone who is what? Wicked. She will be considered a wicked. You understand? She was in rulership, so-called rulership. You understand? She was the what? Queen of I would say England, and she had what, like 16 commonwealths under her also too. You understand? Like they've been pillaging the earth from since. But that this whole, give me what it say with the image in Revelation about the image of the beast. Somebody was going to say something.
Con, sir. If I may, sir.
Mm-hmm.
What I was going to say is that, like, what I've seen all over, like, social media and in the media was like all of this stuff that England stole from all of these nations. The nations are asking for these, like, these diamonds and these jewels and all the things that they stole from India and the several countries in Africa. They're asking for their treasures to be returned to them. It's because they were stolen, you understand, under the Queen's leadership.
All right, they're begging right now. They're beggars.
And also, sir, if I may,
come on,
Prince, whatever his name, Charles, whatever his name is, he inherited her estate, which they lowly estimated at $750 million. He don't have to pay no inheritance tax.
Yeah. They're full out oppressing people, man. They're full out oppressing people. You know what I mean? They're living. They're in what? What could you say about it? They are in what? They're in the kingdom of what? Heaven. They're in their kingdom of heaven, brothers. You know what I mean? You know what it is to live like that, how they living? And when Christ returns, that's how all of us are going to be basically living. You know what is that? Oh, man. You will find it in Revelation for me?
Come on.
All right. Who are we at? Tab on. What questions we have online?
I got a question from a sister, sir.
What's the question?
The sister, Nikki Craven, said, "What's the blessing in being an Israelite woman?"
Okay, we come into that.
Come on.
All right. Come on. Who have it in Revelation for me?
I got it, sir. Is it Revelation 13 and 15?
Read it for me. Let me hear it.
Con. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
All right. He had power to give what?
Power to give life unto the image of the beast.
Right. What is that saying? What is that saying? Break that down for me.
Like it, sir.
Come on.
With the image of the beast, would that be the Caesar Borgia?
Give me a little more.
Like the way that Christianity has set up our oppressor as the Most High and who we should worship, and how our oppressor has pretty much made Christianity thrive throughout the whole earth.
Right. So you on it. You are on it.
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
To go along with what he was saying is kind of like to give power. It's like, it allows Satan to pretty much just, how everything we look at is like white supremacy. The SEAL Team 6 is white, all the superheroes, Santa Claus, the Caesar Borgia, but they have the power and authority and the resources to push that, that type of idea on everybody. So not everybody worships the so-called oppressor.
Okay. You all on it, right?
Like also too, sir, the image would that be like reputation also to boost good about them?
That is what I get into. That's what I want to drive home.
Okay, reputation.
You understand? When I say I want to drive home, when you turn the TV on, Akim, on the news right now, all they have is what? This queen is so what? Wonderful. This queen is this. This queen is that. She, she did this for the people. It's an image that they're pushing. Right. It's an image that the so-called oppressor has pushed as if he is what? As if he is that Caesar Borgia that won't do nothing. That picture, that picture harm anybody? Did that picture harm anybody? Akim?
On con, sir.
But did it physically harm anyone?
Sir.
No, any physically harm no one. But is that picture give you an image of a what? Somebody who what gentle, caring, somebody who, you know what I mean, cares about what? Humanity. When you look at that picture, you don't see a what? A what?
Devil.
Okay, yes, but I will describe it for me so the internet will know that we are just not, you know what I mean, ignorant black men who don't know what the hell we're talking about.
You won't see the colonizer, the oppressor,
That's yes. All you have to do now, Baz, is describe the queen. That's all you have. You describe the real queen. She's the one who did what? She's the one who came in and said what? Jamaica, you're free. You have your own national anthem, you own this, you own that. But guess what Jamaica still had to do? Pay taxes.
Correct.
Guess what Trinidad have to do? Pay taxes. You understand? We are oppressed. You understand? But the image they give her, the way that they portray her on the TV is that same way they portray Serge Bourget. You understand? That image. That's the power that they have. The prince of the what? Give me that precept where it says prince of the air. Who we at Shabayala?
This Ephesians chapter 2, verse 2. Wherein in time past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience.
You understand? He is the what? He is the prince of the air, meaning whatever is in the airwaves right now, he is in control of it. He in control of YouTube. He in control of the movie, the Hollywood. You understand? He's in control of everything. Come on.
If I could be more specific on what you're talking about, like he's in control of Viacom, who owns all the radio networks, television networks. You know, they own all these media platforms, social media platforms.
Thank you. So now when our little sister's missing, guess what? They ain't worrying about that. They're worrying about the queen, who is in a box, who is dead. A live dog is better than a dead person. A live dog, a mutt on the street eating all that trash can, better than that in that box. That Elizabeth in that box. You understand? Like, but they are pushing it on the airwave to make you have what? Sympathy for her, for this colonizer. You understand? For this oppressor. They want us to have, you know what I mean, sympathy. They want us to cry, shed tears, you know what I mean? Mourn. But to hell with that. We're not going to mourn for her. There ain't enough people to mourn for her here. You understand? She's going to get the best burial possible. She's going to get the gun salute, the whole works, the bagpipes, the men in skirts. She's going to get the whole works. She's going to get it. What about our brothers and sisters? You understand? Who on drugs? You know what I mean? Who in the Christian church getting molested? What about them? No, we don't have time for her, man. Right? Finish off way out by not bars. Shabayala.
Khan. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
You understand? So guess why nobody's speaking out except the ICBK about, you know what I mean, about the evil that the queen doing all over the airwaves. Read that part over one more time.
That as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. You
understand? People are scared to speak about the queen. They're scared because they might lose what? Lose the job. You understand? Lose money. You understand? They don't want to say anything about the queen, but they know the queen has been an evil witch on the earth. You understand? With a golden broom. I'm sure she have a golden broom in the closet.
Okay. Slugger, sir.
Come on.
Slugger, sir. Could we use this also? You know what I'm saying? This precept for like the Rastafarians, because in Rastafarians they don't. I don't think they worship the queen, but they almost indirectly worship her because they like say like Haile Selassie, he got knighted by the queen or
Right.
something like that.
Yeah, you could for sure, you know what I mean, put it in your breakdown.
Come on, sir.
You know what I mean? For sure. You could put it in the throw it in the Rastafarian breakdown to let them know, you know what I mean? Yeah, Selassie, he, you know what I mean, he was knighted by a woman.
Come on.
You understand? By a woman.
Right.
Not me, brother. Don't knight me. I'll stay a peasant. Leave me the hell alone. All right. So that's it on that for now. We'll come back to it if there's anything. But Tabo one, give me the question. How many questions we have online? Just one?
Just one right now, sir.
Okay.
Come on. So this is the question from the sister Nikki. She said, what's the blessing in being an Israelite woman? Or she also asked again, where is the blessing in being an Israelite woman?
All right. Akim, officers. Where's the blessing in being an Israelite woman? Precept.
Salaki, sir. Deuteronomy 7:6.
Come on.
Come on. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Right. No, this is what I'm trying to the question that's being asked is, it seems along the part of the sister wants to know a role of an Israelite woman. All right. Let me see. You know what I mean? Sis, if you could hear me, is that where you're going? Where you're trying to direct it to? What's the role of an Israelite woman? Right? Because the blessings is for all Israel, like the brother just said. Read it one more time.
For thou art an holy people.
Right. He didn't say woman, thou art a holy person. He said what?
For thou art an holy people.
Male and female. Right? Male and female. You blacks, Hispanics, Native Indian men. You blacks, Hispanics, Native Indian women. You are God chosen what? People. Right? Read on.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
To be a what?
A special people unto himself.
A special people unto himself. All right? That's the blessing of being a what? Not just an Israelite woman, but an Israelite what? Man. Just being an Israelite on the whole. Give me it in Romans
9 and 4, sir.
Yep.
So, Laki, if I may, sir.
Come on.
So, Officer Tabawan said that the sister's question was, "Where's the blessing in being an Israelite woman?" Correct. Okay. If I may, can I give a Proverbs 31 and 10, sir, to answer the sister question?
Hold that right there. But I understand what you say. That's what I'm asking. I'm waiting for her to respond to see if the question she really wants to ask is, what's the role of a woman, of an Israelite woman? Right? That scripture is basically going into the role of an Israelite woman, the role that she has in the community, the role that she has as a woman to her husband. You understand? What's his name?
Romans 9:3 and 4, sir, or just
Yeah.
4?
No. You can start at 3. Let me hear what it says.
Come on, sir. This is the book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
For I could wish that myself were accursed from Christ for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh.
Right. So Paul was basically saying he wished you brothers and sisters in the world could get what he have, could get this truth, could understand it. You understand? Read on.
Verse 4. Who are Israelites?
Who are what?
Israelites.
Who are Israelites? You understand? Male and female. Read on.
To whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of God and the promises.
Right. And the promises that he telling you, he is giving what? The nation what? The blessing.
That's right.
You understand? He's giving a nation. He's not just giving what? A woman. He's not just giving a man. But in Israel, we each have a role. You understand? It's just like you go on any job, right? If you go to any job, how many bosses you could have? Can everybody be a boss on the job?
No, sir.
Everybody be the supervisor on the job? No. Everybody have a role to play in the company. You understand? You just need to know what your role is. The blessing is for you. The blessing is for me. You are Israelite born. The blessing is for me and you. You understand? Right? Right? You understand? So anything online the sister answers yet?
Come on, sir. She clarified her question. She said, no, what's the blessing in it? I read Proverbs 31. She said, what's the blessing in being submissive to a man?
Now we get into it.
Come on.
Now we get into it because the whole blessing is not just for one gender. You understand? But they're roles. We're gonna have to play a role. You know what I mean? So when a woman gives birth to a baby, you don't see a man doing what? Breastfeeding. You understand? A man can't breastfeed because that's not his role. The Lord didn't make him with the glands he made the woman with our reproductive organs. So of course it's going to have to be what? Different roles, right? Right? And read the question, that last question one more time for me, Tabawan.
Come on, sir. She said, no, what's the blessing in it? I read Proverbs 31. What's the blessing in being submissive to a man?
That's the part I wanted. That last question. Read that question over one more time.
Come on. What's the blessing in being submissive to a man?
Right. What's the blessing in it? Who could tell me what's the blessing in it? What's the blessing in it?
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
The blessing is following a man and being under his protection and under his safety. That's part of the blessing.
You're correct. I want more simple. More simple than that. Come on. But you are correct with what you're saying, though. Come on.
The blessing would be righteous leadership and guidance. A man in the Isupk, you know what I mean? The opposite of a blessing would be a black eye.
Mm-hmm. You're correct. And you basically along the same path that Yana's on.
It's like if I could, sir.
Come on.
It'll put her in favor with the Lord and save her life.
Okay, what you're saying is correct, right? Right. What you are saying, correct. I can't knock it. I can't do it. But I want it to be clear. and I want it to be extremely simple. Come on.
If I can,
Go ahead.
Captain, that's just God's order.
I'll take that too. It's God order, right?
Yes.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
I mean, I'm kind of just, well, this is the thing. Like, are she asking kind of like, what did she get in the deal? Like, do you know the women in the Bible, they were married to righteous rulers. They had handmaids, servants. They lived in a mansion. They got to partake in the beautiful things of life. The Bible said the women's feet barely touch the ground. She's gonna be able to have servants and all the glorious things that she reads about. Like when you watch Bridgerton or what's the medieval movies when you have the dukes and the duchess. They're not even a king. They live like they king. Like you just being married to a man of the Lord. Like, what do you mean? What's the benefit? Everything. You're gonna benefit from everything. Like you be with Chris Brown or Drake, you're gonna benefit, but you don't think a man of the Lord will be a million times more than that?
That's right.
Okay. I want you all to understand the spirit behind it. And I'm gonna get straight to the spirit behind it. What you're saying is I can't, you all could pull scriptures from now till next week Monday for class. On these things. Come on.
Is it that she don't have no responsibility? Like all the responsibility is off of her. Like she don't bear no blame.
No, she has some type of responsibility. Just like
she's submissive to her husband, and she's just doing what he say, and she don't have to worry about these decisions and things of that nature. Let the man handle all of that.
You're correct. I'll take that too.
Salaki, sir. Salaki, sir.
Come on.
We got an answer, and then we also have the sister also clarifying a question even further.
Go ahead.
Officer Lahab said the kingdom.
Yeah, that's broad. That's broad. She wants to know what's the blessing in being submissive to a man.
Sir. Then she clarified further. She said, "I want to know what's in it for me."
Yeah, what's in it for me? This is like it's a marriage deal, right? What is it for you? We just read what? We just read Romans 9:3-4. We read Deuteronomy, right? This is where I'll take it, Akim. Give me where it says in Peter, where it says that she is she's a weaker vessel. All right. Give me where it speaks about her being a weaker vessel. Right?
3 and 7.
I believe so. It's in either 2 Peter's or 1 Peter's.
This is the book of 1 Peter's, chapter 3 and verse 7. Likewise, ye husband, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel.
As unto the what?
Weaker vessel.
So off the break, you got to know that what a woman is the what?
Weaker vessel.
Weaker vessel. That's why she will get angry if she has to do what, Maya?
Submit.
It's like, so if she got to do what you tell her to do.
No. Stick with me. You bring it out last week.
Oh, so like if she gotta do what you're supposed to do.
That's it. She is the what? She is the weaker vessel. Give me the precept that you pulled last week.
What was it? Ecclesiastes, I believe.
Yeah. Ecclesiasticus. I think either 26 and 25 or 25 and 26, somewhere around there.
Yeah, because Ecclesiasticus 25 and verse 22.
Come on.
It says, a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger.
Right. So she's full of anger because she has to what? Maintain him. She has to take his what? His position. His role. You understand? Okay. A man, the Lord never made a man to do what? It's not in a man to do what?
What are you saying? It's like, so what, submit to a woman?
Yes. You all better get that in your brain quick.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or else Simba and Mustafa gonna be laughing at you all.
Salaka, sir.
Come on.
Yeah, if I may, I got a precept to what you're bringing out.
Tell me where you're at.
1 Corinthians 11:3.
Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 3.
Right. This is what the young man was basically bringing out. Right? Because the Lord said so. Now read. Come on.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man.
Right. So he giving you the structure. You understand? He breaking the structure down for you in our community, in our culture. Christ, then the man, then what? Then the woman. Why? Because she is the weaker vessel. Right? She is the weaker vessel. And knowing that she is the weaker vessel, you're going to have to dwell with her according to what? Knowledge. And what knowledge?
Like the truth, sir.
Yes, the Bible, the truth. You understand? You're going to have to dwell with this woman or deal with this woman according to this Bible. Or else you will be a Christian man being submissive to your woman. You understand?
Okay.
Right? A woman should do what? She should obey her man if she is what? Being told something what? That is what? That is lawful.
Okay.
You understand? If her husband is telling her to do what? To go push crack, do, you know what I mean? Do anything against the scriptures, she is to what? She is to refuse to do it. You understand? But she has to what? She has a husband, she should submit. You understand? And under why should she submit? No, you gotta give me that. Why?
It's like you said, it's God's law.
Yeah, but give me. I want it in the Bibles. I want Nikki to understand that her role in being submissive is not making her, how to put it, is not making her stupid.
Salak, the other one.
Huh?
So can we use Romans 7:2 for what you're saying, sir?
What does that say?
For the woman which hath an husband is bound by the law to her husband, so as long as he liveth.
That's more on marriage.
Okay, come, Salak, sir.
That's more on marriage. I think Baaz might be on it.
Salak.
Uh-huh.
So I got a precept Ephesians 5:21.
Say it one more time.
Ephesians 5:21.
Come on.
It says, submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
And then verse 22 says, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband, that's unto the Most High.
Right. The Lord telling you to what? Submit yourself unto your what? Unto your husband. Not unto pastor, not unto Creflo Dollar or TD Jakes. Submit yourself unto who? Unto your husband. You understand? But I want to know why. Why this had to happen? So we know that she's what? She is the weaker vessel. Based off of what story?
So, like, if I may, out of one, her being a helpmeet, Genesis.
No. You okay? You're skipping out some parts. Don't skip some parts. Okay, if you skip some parts, you're gonna lose Nikki and sisters who think submitting is, you know what I mean, it's something ancient.
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
Proverbs 18:22. Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor in the Lord.
Okay, no. I want you all to stick on the topic. On the topic basically meaning this. We just read in Peter's where it says she was a weaker vessel. What indication, what evidence points to she being the weaker vessel?
Slucky.
Come on.
Is it Eve not submitting to Adam? Like,
come on, brother.
That's the evidence, because Eve disobeyed her husband, and that's the reason why women is in the have they menstrual cycle today and going through the pains of birth, and just so many more different examples, sir.
Right. And you understand? So give me where it says that.
So like you talking about when Satan beguiled Eve, sir?
Yes. Come on. We have to go there to show what the reason why a woman should submit herself to her husband.
So like it, sir. So would Genesis 3:16 be?
That's the end result.
Oh, okay. The desire to her husband.
Yes, that's the end result. That's after she done, disobeyed. All right. So remember this, right? Before that situation took place with the serpent, right? What was the relationship like between Adam and Eve?
It was, Salaki, sir, if I may.
Uh-huh.
It was more like what we could use the term equality or equal.
Yes. It was what? 50 what?
50-50.
50-50, basically. Come on.
I got the scripture that you was talking about, sir.
Yeah, hold on. Hold where you at. So it's 50-50, right? Meaning what? They were what? They were what Esau calls that today?
Equality.
Equality. No, don't call it equality. There's another word they use. Tabon, what's the big word they use?
The big word they use for what, sir?
For equality on the job.
Good night, Salakia.
When that brother of the same rank with you, what we call that? He is your what?
You mean like on the slave or in the school?
Slavery school. We use it in the school too.
On the slavery, I guess you're someone of the same rank as you would be your
Akim.
Co-worker.
It's like you said, your peer.
Your peer. That's it.
There we go. Good night.
Yeah, that's it. Who said that?
It's like, sir, I did, sir.
Yes, your peer. You understand? Now you all working what together? You understand? But because she went and did this in Genesis, go to you all should take me to 1 Timothy. I think it's 9 and 12. Take me there first, and then we go to Genesis. All right. A submissive wife is a woman who is accepting her femininity 100%. 100%. She's accepting it. You understand?
Okay.
Right? Come on. Where we at? Who has 1 Timothy 9 and 12 for me?
So like I said, you said 1 Timothy 9 and 12?
Yeah, I believe that is it. Correct me if I'm wrong.
There's not 9 chapters in Timothy, sir.
Hold on. Give me where it says the woman brought sin into the world first. I mean, 1 Timothy 2 and 9.
This is the book of 1 Timothy 2:4. Oh, Slakia, you told me when it says Adam wasn't deceived, but the woman, Eve was
Give me.
This is the book of First Timothy chapter 2, verse 14. And was not deceived.
You know
But
what? You know what, Salakia, brother? Skip 2 verses up.
yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor usurp authority over the man.
Not to teach what? Where's Nikki? What does it mean he suffer a woman not to teach? Not to teach what? He's clearly what? He's clearly letting you know the role. Your role right here.
The woman, Salaki said, a woman cannot teach the Bible.
Yes.
To a man.
Number 1, she can't teach the Bible to a man. Get that out your head. I mean, one need to buy them. Clearly, you can clearly see she doesn't read the Bible. You understand? Clearly. Right? A woman cannot teach the Bible. All right, read on.
Kind of one kind. But I suffer not a woman to teach.
Don't pass up this, brother. Don't skip over this, because this is where Nikki was taking it.
Let's lock it. Nor to usurp authority over the man.
Nor to usurp authority over a man. She cannot do what? She cannot do what? She is not the one what? She can't be the one what? In charge. Simply. Who is in charge? The man. You can't usurp authority over what? A man.
Okay.
Just like you can't teach a man the Bible, you cannot usurp authority over a man. You understand? If he wants you to bake the cookie a certain way, you bake that cookie a certain way. He wants you to boil the water at a certain temperature, you boil the water at a certain temperature. You understand? He wants his rice cooked hard, you cook that rice hard. You want his socks fold a certain way, you fold that socks a certain way. You understand? All right? Read on.
Kind of one kind. But to be in silence.
But to be in what?
Silence.
In silence. In silence. You understand? That woman should be in what? Silence. And a woman who does not want to submit cannot what? Cannot accept being what? Silent. She doesn't see the power in being silent. You understand? She does not see it. You understand? And the world and America has done this to a woman.
Can she? If I may, sir.
Come on.
No, just she commented some more if you want. You know what I'm saying? She had a kind of lengthy pause comment.
Go ahead.
So like you, in response, she said, "Y'all really don't get it. Where's the blessing in working 40 hours a week, coming home and cooking and cleaning and taking care of a man? That makes me a slave. Women get tired too."
You see what I'm saying?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
If I may, sir, I mean, those are things you're supposed to do without a goddamn man.
Right.
Oh, God.
You're correct. You're correct. You understand? And now on what's his name? Sadak. Now you will bring Proverbs 31 in. You understand? A lot of these women like to say what? They're virtuous, but they're not virtuous.
That's right.
You understand? A virtuous woman is a what? Submissive woman. A woman that has ability. A woman that is willing to put her family first. Willing to put her man first. Her children first. Willing to shut her mouth and obey. You understand?
Okay.
All right. Come on. Right. Any more on it, tab one?
Well, no, just you say more stuff in the comments, but other than that,
Let me hear what
She
she had
just
to
said,
say.
she said, I see no blessing. I'd rather have 50-50. I guess
That,
in response
Nikki,
to what you said.
that's because you're blind. That's because you're blind. You have on blindness. You have on the white man's glasses. You understand? When you come into the truth, you're going to have to learn to take them off and read the Bible and accept the Bible.
That's right.
You understand? You're not accepting what is being said in this class today. You could pick a bout with the Lord, with the Most High. Pick a bout with the Most High and see who's going to win. See who's going to win. See if you're going to have 10 different men in 1 year. Trying to have what? 50-50. And this is what kill me about black women. They talk about 50-50.
Right.
50-50 to a black woman is 100 to 0.
Right.
To a man. There ain't no 50-50. There's never been 50-50. You'll never go to work and tell the boss, I demand 50-50.
Oh God.
I feel like you're working me like a slave. Nikki, you tell you have you ever had a job before?
She actually, if I may, sir,
Uh-huh.
she made that comment kind of earlier. I kind of glossed over it, but she said something to the effect of, when you said, what the woman gets or whatever, she said, we get that anyway when we work, in terms of a man, what I'm saying, being over them. Like they already have somebody that's, what I'm saying, that's over them. And then she said she hates folding clothes. That's for a housewife, not a working woman.
Well, Nikki, don't worry. If you hate folding clothes, well, good night. A man might want you to be working and have another woman folding clothes. You don't worry about the clothes. You mean you wash the clothes? You throw the clothes, in the drawer. Don't worry about that. But you go to work, and bring that money in.
That's right.
All right. Now, where we at with Timothy? Right. And that's the whole thing. Like the Esau has sell our black sisters a dream in thinking that there's a relationship, there's a 50-50 relationship.
Right.
Nothing on this planet is a 50-50 relationship. The only 50-50 relationship you have is that with that person in the mirror. That's the only 50-50 relationship you could have.
That's right.
Lucky, sir.
Anything outside of that is never 50-50.
Right.
Never. All right. No.
If I could.
Uh-huh.
For a 50-50 relationship to work, they're gonna have to have a household coin that it is flipped for everything.
Brother,
that's the only thing that's 50-50.
Brother, I have a little knowledge on probability.
That's right.
and probability with you flipping that coin, brother. They say is 50-50, but go flip it and see if it's 50-50.
Right, come on.
Go do the experiment, Nikki. Go take a coin and flip it 20 times and see if it's gonna land. 10 on heads, 10 on tails. Go do it. Go do the experiment. Even the coin go tell you it ain't not such as 50-50.
Come.
Right? Shabayala.
Yeah, I got a comment and a precept. The comment is, where's the 50-50 when she see a spider?
Right.
When a robber come to the door, where the 50-50 at when the motor break down?
Yeah,
and
you. Uh-huh.
The precept I want to bring out on the reason why women are not to lead a man would be found in Job chapter 39 and verse 17.
Go ahead, read it.
This is the book of Job chapter 39 verse 17. Because God have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding.
Right. She is what? If you don't understand this, you have to be dumb like a donkey. And the Lord say a donkey knows its owner. You better understand. You understand? You have to be dumb as a donkey not to understand that the Lord trying to set up a system that will never fail. You understand? The reason why you don't have a household is because you've been trying to do 50-50 and it has never worked.
That's right.
It's failing. So guess what? Try something different. Or else, Nikki, I'm gonna have to ask you to go see a doctor to see if you have some, some mental, some psychiatric problems. Because they say if you're doing something over and over with the concept or the pretense of something changing and it never changes, you are crazy.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Salaki, if I may, sir, what you're saying is so heavy. This whole 50-50 thing, where you said that nothing in life is 50-50. Nothing that actually functions well in life is 50-50. Now, I don't really mess with airplanes, but I use this example. If you get on an airplane, there's a pilot and a co-pilot, and whatever the pilot says is what goes. If the plane, you know what I'm saying, if there's trouble on engine number 2 and there's this and there's that happens, it's the pilot that makes the decisions on what happens. I would hate to be on a plane where the co-pilot say, I want to be 50-50 and starts grabbing at the joystick pause, like starts grabbing it like, nah, it's 50-50. I got this too. Next thing you know, I'm in in the grave somewhere.
Picture you in a nosedive with this hoe. Nosedive, and what's that nosedive? The cops knocking on your door, putting you in handcuffs and leading you out your own house because you're in bed with a dragon. You understand? Some woman who does not understand the benefit of being submissive. You understand? And now when I'm saying being submissive, I'm telling you being submissive, you're going to have to what? Now, if you know you have to submit yourself to your husband, then woman, you should choose wisely. Choose very wisely. Now, if you have a problem with submitting to a man, I know you don't have a clue of what to look for in a man. You don't have a clue, but you're in the right class right now. You're in the right school right now to learn what to look for in a man. Brothers in this school right now learning what to look for in a woman. You understand? You ain't gonna choose a woman that is what? That is loud in the mouth. That ain't want to submit to do what? You babysitting a dragon? You want a crackling in your house? None of us want it. But you're going to have to choose wisely, brothers and sisters. Right? But let me get back on to Timothy. Yeah, finish Timothy for me.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 13. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. Verse 14.
For what? Adam was what?
First formed, then Eve.
Go on.
And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
You understand? She is the what? She is the weaker vessel. She's the one that the so-called oppressor could come up to and say, you don't need a man. You could be independent. You don't have to be submissive to no man. It should be 50-50. And guess what a dumb bra will do? Oh, you know what? You're right. I don't need to be submissive until the flood come. And I say, until that spider is in that bed or in the car. And you screaming, you yelling, or that roach is right by your toe. You understand? And I know you're going to say that's not fair. It's fair as can be. Guess why? Because brothers have a role to play. Brothers have a role to play. Somebody kicking that door to your house. Guess what? You are going to have to put your life on the line for that sister. You understand? That's a role you're going to have to play. You are the one to put your life on the line. You understand? Not the woman. So you see that spider and she's screaming, ah! Guess what? You're the one gonna have to come and be the hero. Oh, baby, it's just a, a spider. Ain't no sweat. I got you. Bam. Flush down the toilet. Come on.
and what the class, the topic of the class, like it's heavy because women think that their money, can buy the things that a man could provide. Like for example, like okay, you don't want to submit to a man, but you still gonna have to use that same money that you got, that you swear you got, and pay another man to do what that man would have done for free.
Right.
You still got to call a man, either way it go.
That's right. But is learning in her mind, she's not submitting to nobody. But guess what? You have toys. Do you have toys at home? You submitting yourself. You know that, right? To batteries. Get the one with the vein in it, man. Come on. Get the real live one. All right? Give me Genesis. So now let's go to Genesis and see what it says.
I got it, sir.
Come on.
Come on. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception.
No. Give me where the serpent came to, because that's a story in it right there where the Christian church runs over and does not, really truly understand. That's why the woman could be, the one most outspoken in the Christian church.
Start at verse
1.
Verse 1.
Somebody had a question? Somebody's going to ask?
I just want to bring out a precept, if I may, Baba Kashah, sir.
Say what it is.
It's Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 24, sir.
Go ahead.
Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. So I was bringing that out, just again, showing what we're talking about here in the context of, Eve doing the first sin, or getting beguiled by the serpent, sir.
Yes, it just shows you that she is a weaker vessel and she needs somebody over her. You understand? All the advertisement on TV, all these holidays are geared towards what? A woman. You understand? That's why a woman is easily beguiled. Without a man, she is, without a man, she is like a chicken, a headless chicken.
Salakia too, if I may, sir.
Come on.
Is this part of the responsibility of the priests and prophets of the Lord to take care of the widow as well, being the fact that she lost a covering for a man?
Yes. And that's why, in here, it's, we live the Bible and teach the Bible a lot. You come in here, Lord forbid your husband pass away, you're going to have brothers in here taking care of, making sure everything's straight with her. You understand? And vice versa. You understand? Now, Shabbat Allah. So start it from the top for me.
Oh, you want it from verse 2?
From what it said, the serpent came to her.
Khan. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, and verse 2. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the tree of the garden. Verse 3. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, ye shall not eat of it.
Right. So what's the fruit they're talking about? That's in the midst of the garden. The Christian church likes to say what? It's an apple tree.
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
The fruit is the knowledge between good and evil.
Salakia, sir.
Salakia,
sir. Would it be like it was a constellation according to the Bible?
Yes, it is, because she's telling him we should eat of what? That tree. We shouldn't eat of what? That tree. You understand? What you're saying, Yermak, is the good and evil is basically knowing right from wrong, basically. That's you reading the constellation you're not supposed to read. All right, read on.
Neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die.
Right? You can't touch it. You understand? Lest you what?
Lest ye die.
Lest you die. Like the Lord laid it out. Adam told her what the Lord told him. Don't read this. Don't even what? Look. You understand? So you know it ain't nothing to do with touch. It don't even look up there to him. Try to read what's there. You understand? Right? Read on.
Verse 4. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. Verse 5. For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open.
Eyes shall be open. What is this serpent trying to, what is he trying to deceive her about? What is he put it in her head?
So, like I said, if I may, he's trying to like let her feel or to know that there's something that she can't see now that she's going to be able to see after she disobeys God.
So, like, if I may, sir,
I will hit me, put a nail in it. Come on.
She Satan trying to get her to usurp authority over the man, over her husband.
You want it, but it's a little more.
To be a god, sir.
That's it. Serpent, that serpent is beguiling her to be a what?
A god.
Yeah. So now I'm a what? I'm a goddess. Worship me. A goddess don't what? Submit. A goddess have what? Subjects. Right? And that's what the serpent was deceiving her into thinking, that she could be what? That she could be a god. But guess what? You are a dumb bra. As dumb as a rock without a righteous man. Yes, have power. Trying to seduce her into thinking that she is going to get power. She will live her whole entire life being deceived that she will have some type of power. Come on.
And this same spirit of the serpent and that non-submissive woman carried on up through slavery on up to today, because in slavery, that's why they used to put the women in the house and leave us on the field. And that whole mentality has carried on with them, like, okay, we're in bed with master, so we better than you now. You know,
in the house.
And that same mentality, you know, is being proliferated, you know, here in 2022. Well, that's why they get them the jobs and they give us crack cocaine and guns.
Correct. You understand? And now she thinks because she is working 40 hours a week and bringing the money in, guess what? Nigga, I'm your God. Right? You wanna go hang with those brothers on the weekend. Well, let them feed you. Let them pay a car bill. Let them do this. You better be strong and say, well, okay, shalom. I'm out. Keep your money. And I hope the Lord, I hope the burial with your riches too. All right? Read on.
Ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil.
What? Ye shall be as what?
Gods.
So now we get into the bottom of these women who don't want to submit to a man. They want to be worshipped. That's the end result of it. A woman in the world find you hanging with your boys a little too much. Guess what? Baby, that gotta stop. I need you home at this time, or else I'm not going to cook. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. And of course, no sex. And guess what this dumb fool going to do?
Right.
She said come home at 4 o'clock. You home by 3:59. And that on the last minute, maybe I'm here. This, that, the other. Right? She full out usurping authority. And Lord knows, as the Bible say, she does not want to maintain you. She does not. She's going to be angry by the fact that you are actually being, the lioness, and she being the lion. You understand? And brothers in this school, it's unattractive when you hear a loudmouth bra. It's totally unattractive. You know what I mean? Most of them wants to be queen. I'm a queen. I'm this. I'm that. Oh, you a queen, right? Why are you dressing like that? Why all your breasts outside? Why all your butt cheeks outside?
So, like, if I may, sir.
Where's your man for them 5 children you have? Come on.
That's that Khalees syndrome, that I'm bossy.
Yeah. But and the whole thing about it is it's sometimes it's subtle. It's subtle. It may not be as, blatant in your face as, aggressive. You understand? It starts off as, I want this to be a 50-50 relationship. And before you know it, guess who laying down all the rules? Yeah, the woman laying down all the rules to the relationship.
The lock, yes, sir. May I add?
Come on.
I was going to say, sir, like, in other words, she feels kind of like the slave master during the time of slavery. But it's like the woman feels like she's the master. Like, she feels like she's more superior and the man is more inferior. It's like slave master syndrome.
Yes. I'll take all of that. You understand? Any more on that, Shabayala?
Sorry, that was it.
No, skip down to verse 16.
Con. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow shalt thou bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
That monthly period is to remind you that you are 100% woman.
Drip.
Yeah. It is to remind you that you are 100% woman. Them cramps is to remind you about that. You understand? A horse has a what is that young horse? A calf? What do you call a young? Oh, a cow has a calf. Does that cow, do they give the cow epidural?
Sir.
Or some, Motrin? Help me out, Nikki. Does that cow get any type of, pain reliever? And a big, gigantic calf comes out.
So,
come on.
Now, if I may, so this is what you're saying is heavy because a cow push out a baby and it ain't even phased. It just be standing there staring off into the sunset like nothing happening, and a whole baby cow coming out.
Yeah, she does no nature taking course here right now. But a woman, oh, you tell her you run out of epidurals, brother, she's going to scream down the place. She's going to, oh man. It's going to be a horrible. You tell women they're going to have to make babies without epidural. A lot of sisters going to be like, I think we shouldn't have any kids. You understand? Read on Shabayala.
Con. And thy desire shall be to thy husband.
And what?
And thy desire shall be to thy husband.
And what?
And thy desire shall be to thy husband.
The young man, Henry from Bahamas, this is what you were saying. God made it so because you were too naive. You were tricked. Just like you're being tricked today in America, you're being tricked by the so-called oppressor. You're being tricked into thinking that you don't have to submit and that submit is unfair. All these words that you're using, you have been taught by America. You've been taught. You go in Europe, you go in Saudi Arabia and these places. You understand? They don't push what America is pushing on black sisters. They don't. You understand? But our woman somehow submitting to them is, you know, I mean, a bad deal. Right? So I see she made a statement there to what do you call his name?
Tabawan, sir.
Tabawan. I'll just stay on this for a little bit again and then we'll move on.
Come on. She said she had a few more things to say. She said, I don't see a blessing in working 40 hours a week. And cooking and cleaning when he comes home. It's like I don't see a blessing in working 40 hours a week and cooking, cleaning, and he comes home and watch TV. That's not fair. Then she
Just step down to the one where she says, so God loves the man more than the woman.
She says, so God loves the man more than the woman.
So does God love the man more than the woman?
All
right. God, what the Lord call us? Children of what? Children of what?
Salaki, sir.
Uh-huh.
Children of Israel.
The Lord calls the children of Israel. You understand? If a man has a children, boy and girl, right? Is there somebody he gonna prefer more over the other? He gonna love one more than the other? No. But you have a role to play as a boy, and you have a role to play as a girl. You understand? Right?
Come.
God loves us. So you can't tell me he loves a man more than he loves a woman. He just chose men to lead. And he chose men to lead because your simple behind is too dumb to recognize that in submitting there is strength. Your dumb behind can't recognize that there's no 50-50. You can't even recognize it. So guess what? A man has to lead because you're too dumb to recognize it.
Right. So, like, if I may, sir.
Come on.
That they do have a saying in America that most women would applaud to. And it say behind every good man is a good woman. Being the fact that she's behind the man. And every woman will applaud that, sir.
Yes, not side by side, but what? Behind. Right? And just one more thing, Tabawan, where she say what? So why can't I be a housewife? You could be a housewife. You could be whatever your husband wants you to be.
That's right.
Whatever your husband wants you to be, you can be. Just not a what? You can't be nothing that's what? That's unlawful.
Slug, sir, if I could.
Come on.
Like when you read that Proverbs 31, like that chapter, and you know what I'm saying, talking about, you know what I'm saying, the attributes of a virtuous woman, like that woman is a boss woman all around. Like she working, not only is she working the 40 plus hours a week, but she making sure that, you know what I'm saying, the house is upkept, the kids is good, the husband is good, like it's nothing. Like it's this is her duty. She's taking on the responsibility of just doing that, and that's her job. You know what I'm saying? But it's like our women today don't see the value in that. You know what I'm saying? Because of America, of course. But that's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Inside the Lord.
No, don't downplay because of America, because they're dumb.
Gone.
It's like it, sir.
Because they're dumb.
That's
they're too
right.
dumb to recognize it. Instead of shutting them out and just listening. You can't intake anything if you want to talk. You gotta shut your mouth and listen. You gotta shut your mouth and what? Learn.
So like I said,
Come on.
This officer Ahmad. Right now, I'm having to do a very extensive research paper on the feminist movement and the progression of sexism in America. And there's a Chinese woman by the name of Dr. Deborah So, and she used to be an advocate for the feminist movement, but she recently started doing research and studies and came out and started making statements basically saying that the feminist movement is anti-male, meaning it pushes women to separate from the femininity that they should have and pushes them to be masculine and to take over the male role instead of to work with them. And I just thought that was a heavy little piece of research that I had read, because even with the sister's question about the 50-50, it seems like that mindset is never to even really be 50-50. The spirit behind it is that she really just wants to be in control.
That's all. That's end and be all of it.
Right.
She wants to be in control, and that's because she was not taught by the priest and prophet of the Lord.
Damn right.
You understand? She has not been taught by the priest and prophet of the Lord. And this is not just Nikki. This is just black woman on the whole. You turn that YouTube on and see the way our sisters are behaving, the way our brothers are behaving. They have not been taught how to behave. We left it up to the Christian church and they failed. We left it up to the mosque and they failed. They failed us tremendously. All right. So with that, Nikki, you just keep on coming to class, sis. You keep on coming to class, and you're going to see the benefit of shutting your mouth and learning. You understand? You just come to class. Keep on coming to class. All right. You don't have any questions? I wanted to get into at least start Daniel 7. You have any questions? So for the last 10 minutes, let's get into Daniel. Who want to read get Daniel 7 from it? 7 and 1.
Yanazar got it, sir.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and a vision of his head upon his bed. Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters.
Right. So Daniel is having what? He's having a dream right now, or a vision. Dream and a what? Vision at the same time, right? Because you could dream, but your dream don't have to be a what? A vision. Just dream. Through what? Through whatever work you're doing in the day, right? Precept. Precept.
Like, sir.
Mm-hmm.
A precept for what exactly, sir?
For the dream, for dreams. To show that not all dreams are vision.
Oh, come on, sir.
Salaki, sir, Proverbs chapter 23 and 25.
Read that, let me hear.
Salaki, sir. 25. All right, I got you. This the book of Proverbs, chapter 23.
Mm-hmm.
Salaki, that's not it, sir.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
Salaki, sir.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Ain't Job, is it?
No, I don't think it's Job.
Salaki, sir. Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 25.
Let me hear that one.
Verse 25. I have heard what the prophet said that prophesy lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed.
No, okay, no, that's more so on, you know what I mean, on a prophet who came to you saying he had some dream that it came from the Lord, basically.
God.
Right? Give me, this is what I want. Ecclesiasticus 34 and 3. Right? Or you can start at 2. Or you start at 1 from it. Ecclesiasticus 34 and 1.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 34, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
The hopes of a man, void of understanding, are vain and false.
You understand? So when they say hopes of a man, right? Is it just a man he's talking about, or he is speaking about a woman also too? When they say man, this is what? Male and female right here talking about. A woman. Because a woman, what? She could have what? Dreams too. Right? Some of these women dreams that what? They prophetess. They have dreams. And the Lord came to me in this sleep and told me that my relationship is supposed to be 50-50. I shouldn't listen to no man. Which you are stupid. Read on.
Khan. And dreams lift up fools.
And what?
And dreams lift up fools.
Dreams lift up fools. Not all dreams are what? Akim? Aquat? Not all dreams are what?
From the Lord.
Yes, but
visions from the Lord.
Yes, not all dreams are visions. You understand? Because you could dream that you are King David. You are a fool. You could dream that you're some prophetess from the past. You are a fool. Read on. Come on.
If I may sidebar real quick, like when I was coming up in the Christian church, I was standing in the prayer line one time, and the woman, she was, I guess she called herself prophesying over me, and she was like, she seen me in the music industry. I guess I had on about 30 gold chains back then.
Yep. You understand?
This book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 34 verse 2. Whosoever regardeth dreams is like him that catcheth at a shadow and followeth after the wind.
And what? 3. And followeth after the what?
And followeth after the wind.
No, break down what he actually trying to get to understand. Read that verse over one more time.
Khan out of one Khan. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 34 verse 2. Whoso regardeth dreams is like him that catcheth at a shadow and followeth after the wind.
Now break that down for me.
Salakia, sir. Sir, if first of all, you can't catch a shadow. So, so these things is like it's just giving an example of what he said in the first verse. That dreams catches fools. Because you're a fool if you chase a shadow or follow the wind, man, because you cannot. It is impossible.
That's right, Giannis. I see a quote on it. You understand? That's you know what I mean. Sometimes you have dreams like that. You know what I mean? Read on.
Verse 3. The vision of dreams is the resemblance of one thing to another, even as the likeness of a face to a face.
What is that saying?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
It's saying that dreams is just like a recollection of things that you've seen, or things that you've done, or things that you know.
Yes. So you might have seen some brothers preaching on the corner, and you dream that you are one of them. That don't mean now you is the prophet Jeremiah.
Right.
You understand? You might be a sister walking up to the camp and see, see her speaking. And now you dream about you holding the mic and speaking. That don't mean you're some Deborah, some prophetess that you don't even know. Come on.
Verse 4.
No,
an unclean thing.
That was it. That was it on it. To show you that, not all dreams are what would be considered a vision. Sometimes you just have dreams based on what you've been doing during the day. Sometimes you're watching a movie, an action movie. In the dream, you was 007. So it's not always a vision. But Daniel was actually having a dream and a vision at the same time too. Right?
Okay.
And in chapter 7, what he is doing, he is now summarizing. He's going to give you what a dream is, and then he's going to summarize that dream. He's going to break it down to you. All right. What's the time now? We up on the time? Read let's read verse 2 and then I'm gonna end it there, and then next class we're gonna pick up from there. All right. So go ahead, Yaniza. Read verse 2 for me.
All right, sir. Verse 2. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 2. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of the heaven strove upon the great sea. Verse 3.
Right there. What's the great sea they're talking about there? Right, four winds strove upon that great sea.
Salakia, sir. Is it the Red Sea?
The Mediterranean.
Yes, the Mediterranean Sea. Right? Is the Yam in the Hebrew, which also means what? West. Since the Mediterranean Sea is west of the land of Israel. So he's seeing this happening there. And that's the four winds. Right? Read on. Just one more verse, and then that's it. And then we'll start off from verse 4 next class.
Verse 3. And four great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another.
All right, what is that saying there? Four great beasts.
If I may, sir. Those are the four kingdoms that's going to come up in the west.
Yes, the four heathen kingdoms. You understand? And when it says, and four great beasts, is it actually speaking about animals? What's the precept? To prove that the beast is actual people or heathens, to be specific.
Salakia, sir, would it be like the precept where it says, my people became prey to every beast of the field?
Where's that? Give me Ezekiel 34 and 5.
Salakia, sir. The young man got it.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Ezekiel 34, verse 5. And they were scattered because there is no shepherd, and they became meat to all the beasts of the field.
You understand? We were what? They were scattered because we had no shepherd like today. We are scattered because we have no shepherd. Thanks be to the Lord for Commander Jerry Hannah. That is no longer going to be the case.
That's right.
You understand? And we became what? Meat to all the beasts of the field. Everybody living off of black people. Everybody. You understand? That housing scheme was them living off of black people. They went and took back all black people houses. What they did in Tulsa, Oklahoma, what it did to all our Black Wall Street in America. You understand? They feed off of us. They let these so-called heathens come in and open shops in our community. You understand? And feed us, give us, trash to eat, and take all that money and send their kids to Ivy League schools. You understand? Right? Now, that's good, Ezekiel 34:5, which shows you that what the beasts are actual heathens. And what does it mean to be diverse one from another?
It means to be different, sir.
Yes. So each of these kingdoms were what?
Salaki, sir.
Uh-huh.
Different races of people, different nations.
Just a little more than that. They were different in their policies, their bodies of government, like what? The so-called Chinese today, China. What is their policies or government? Communism. You understand? Right? So back then, not everybody was in for this democracy.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Could it also be like religions too? Like you said, like the Chinese after Buddhism and Hinduism with the people from India, the East Indians. Okay.
Yes. And how they rule, the people that made them up, like what you were saying, right? They it's different cultures. They're different. You understand? Right? So I'm gonna stop it right there. You know what I mean? I hate to end it like a HBO movie. You know what I mean? Or a series. You know what I mean? You're watching a series and it end right there with the action going to take place. You know what I mean? But we're gonna continue from it next class.
Come on.
All right. So with that, I'm gonna pass the class over to who's the guard in Fayetteville.
Come on, sir.
To the priest and officer Kodam.
Come on. Security announcements. With an Isupk, start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York.
Do the salute first.
Oh, Salagi, sir.
Yes, sir.
Men of Israel, Majum. We'll salute the teacher, man. Men of Israel, Majum. Barak. How about Shimei?
Tab one, put me back on the screen. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Brakathum.
Yahya Matah. Sar.
To the sisters.
Render one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Ma'al Shabbat. Majum. Barak. Yahya Matah.
So now we continue with the announcements. The water.
Come on, sir. This is security announcements. We are the Isupk operating under command. Come this way. Oh, okay. Operating under command of Jenny Hanna, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10 means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offer for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation is the memorial blowing of trumpets, which is the first day of the 7th month, which is Sunday, September the 25th, at sundown. You can find it in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, the 24th and 25th verse. It says, Roman al announced Roman al Akim and Akwatim to check the bulletin board. So, you know, anything that's, you know, the upcoming events that's going on, man, you know, check your bulletin boards or check your calendars for what's going on, man. You know, subscribe to Black Watch, you know, all these things, and continue to help us push this truth, man. It says, if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. And we're going to say the prayer, sir. Okay, so like I said, you can say the prayers in everyone's respective location, sir. Salaki. And with that, that's it, man. Class is missed, man. Salaki.
Brother from the Bahamas. Yeah, we can put it on the website. Young man, can you screen grab this?
You can just always put that in my club.
Okay, and then there's that too. Come. Okay. Yeah, I need material to put on stuff.
I think it's still live. Double one, what we doing?
Did you hear all that? I was trying my best to whisper.
It's still live, but I didn't know the last one.
I could disregard that. Shit, that's why we got a window, dark man. He gave me some heavy verses today, though. I should think it's hard for a black woman than a black man. Yeah.
I'm sorry, with Christ. Hey, what's going on with the live? The live is still going, and we still up there. I'm saying the class still says live. It didn't.
Yeah,